Those are the National Science Foundation and the National Institute of Health. The National Science Foundation funds like any kind of science, like from life sciences to physical science to social science, you name it, any kind of research, as long as it fits the mission of the NSF. So if you are any field, can go to the NSF website and do an award search. But the NIH, on the other hand, they mostly fund just research related to health. So I'm going to show you how to do an award search on both. They have a huge database, so I'm going to share my screen now and go to those databases. We'll start with the NSF. Please let me know if you have issues with my audio. Share a window. So I'm just going to show you the basic functionality. Can you all see my screen? Yes? No?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So now what you want to do, we are going to talk about the NSF, the National Science Foundation first. And all you want to do is to go to nsf.gov/award search. Alright, it's there in our chat.
Okay.
So if you want to follow along, you are welcome to do that. So it's gonna take you to this database, and what you can do, what I usually do, or what I would advise that you do, is go to advanced search, just so you don't waste time. Now, before you do anything, remember in one of my initial videos I said on how to find mentors or how to find universities that are perfect to you. So there are two ways you can do a university search. Either you know the name of a professor already from papers, right? So maybe you saw a paper and you think you'll be interested in this person, or you saw that person online on LinkedIn or somewhere. So you can do a search using the name of the investigator or the professor to see if they have current funding and may likely be recruiting students. Another way is to, I usually hammer this, that you should at least have an idea of what you want to do, the kind of research you want to do. So if you have that idea, you can use those keywords to do a search as well. Now we want to do it based on our research interests. I know one of you is interested in some ecology or something. So let me say, but maybe wildfires or how fires affect. I know I read one SOP related to that. Management. Alright, so let's do that. Now, when you are using keyword search, if you are not careful, it's going to bring grants from 1975 or so. So you probably don't want that. So that's when you can filter. So you can say find dates on or after, and if you choose, let's say from June. Let me see if it's going to bring out anything from June. So June 2021 shows like current funding, and they are likely going to be recruiting. So let's say June 1st, from June 1st. So if I do a search, you can see the amount of research that deals with something related to wildland ecology or wildfire ecology. So you can take your time to go through some of this. But you can see this returned around 1131 different grants. You probably don't want that, right? Now, this is when you go to the left of your screen and look at NSF organization. Now, what happens is when you submit a grant as a professor, you will have to, this agency, this NSF is like a university that has different faculty or different programs, right? So if your research is about ecology, you cannot submit to the division that deals with IT related stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you can come here and look at the directorates for, I'm guessing this person is gonna be in the geography sciences, geosciences, so you can filter with that as well. Now if you are someone in the IT area and you are looking for research that is trying to use computer related technology to solve some of wildlife or wildfire issues, then your stuff will be maybe computer and informational sciences. But let's click on directorate for geosciences, and it will, you can see that came back to around 205 grants. So again, you can, for example, this NNA research, collaborative research, socio-ecological considerations for sustainable fuel treatments to reduce wildfire risk. So if you click that, you would see, it will give you all the details of the university. That's the University of Alaska. The start date is 2021. The end date is 2025. That's an estimated end date. It could extend more than that. And you can see the amount of the award. So these people are likely going to be recruiting PhDs and postdocs right now. So again, you can read the abstract and use that knowledge to impress the professor in your cover email. So those are two ways. You can either search with the name of a professor or your research interest, keywords from your research interests, and you can filter by date to see current funding, people that just got a grant maybe 2-3 months ago and will likely be recruiting.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
When you are picking the date for the start date, which of the three options do you pick?
All right, let me go back there. Good question. So let me reset this. So I don't
Additive manufacturing.
Watershed. Let me just use another one. Watershed management. I think that's environmental science or something. So I went to the start dates.
Okay.
Start dates. And when you click it, you choose from this drop down, you say find dates on or after. On or after. So on or after June, and I selected June. So when I click this calendar, I selected June 2021. You can, if you want, you can do August. I don't know if it's August 1st, 2021. Let's see if it will bring out anything. So you can see there are 858 grants. Now, some of these will be duplicative, especially for collaborative research. For example, this first one, collaborative research that spans different universities. So each university will have a primary investigator in that university. So even though it's the same grant, but you have someone who is administering that grant for that university. So that's why you can see some of them will be duplicated. You can see them in triplicate sometimes, but it's still the same study, but just different universities. So someone can email to work with Professor Engdahl, Nicholas Engdahl at Washington State University. I don't know if you can see my screen very well. So this is the same research but two different universities. So if you're interested in watershed management or water, if you click on it again, you will read the details of the research, and if you're interested, you can use some of this idea in your cover email. And again, if you are particular about the state, I don't think any one of you care, but if you are particular about a state, you can see you can filter it by states as well. So there are, for example, in Alabama, there are 3 different grants starting in August that deals with watershed or water management. And of course, you can remove the filter by clicking the red button here, and it will go back to what you want. So I think this is a great database for you to even start if you have some knowledge on what you want to do. So you can start here and maybe filter maybe grants that are starting about 2-3 months ago. They will likely be recruiting students. Again, I said likely. It's not. Sometimes they will have internal candidates that maybe someone is graduating from masters and moves to PhD or something. So, but it increases your chance to maybe not send 60 emails anymore. So, any question on that before I move to NIH? So, I assume we are good.
Yeah, you talk about choosing a particular field.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned NSF organization or something like that.
Yes. So, like I said, they have different agencies within the NSF.
Okay.
There are some that maybe I should go back to the. Let me try to go back to this page. So when you type your keyword here, you can come here, program information, NSF organization. You can see all the different agencies. So, for example, there is a directorate for biological sciences. I don't know if there will be anything related from wildfire to biological science, but you can try it. So if you are in the biological science area, if you're in the chemistry area, you can see maybe you are a chemistry student and you are interested in, I don't know, alkylation of proteins. Instead of just doing a search with all the agencies, you can say, I'm a chemistry student, I'm going to be concerned with just chemistry. And you can still do the same thing with the dates, filter with the dates. Let me do June 1st. So let's see if something comes up. Okay, so there are 450 results. So you can just, you have to do some work to read through Notre Dame. There's someone from Yale, someone from University of Illinois. So these are the people that are hot right now when it comes to funding. So instead of just random email to people that might not have current funding. So with this, I think with this, if you filter with if your month is not not more than 2-3 months ago, you would likely hit the jackpot faster than not doing this. That's if you know, but this is only helpful if you are clear about what you want to do, if you have some idea about what you want to do, or if you have a name of a professor you want to work with, which is not usually the case. But if you have the keyword of your interests, you can always do a search based on that. All right, any question on this? So again, just go to that nsf.gov/award search and do an advanced search. And that's all you need. So let's go to the NIH, the National Institute of Health. And their website is NIH Reports. So you can just Google NIH report, or reporter rather. You can Google NIH reporter. So the web page that you need, the address you need is reporter.nih.gov. Okay, so when you click that, why is the database slowing down today? All right. When you click that, you can also, let me close this. You can do a quick search. If you enter the name of a PI, or if you know the name of a professor or something. But what I would advise is, again, to do an advanced search. So if you scroll down the page, you will see advanced projects search. So I'm going to click to enlarge that. Again, if you have the name of a PI in mind, you can do that search. But again, I would start with my research idea or project idea, or the kind of field that I want to go to. Now, I will scroll down to this text search. So you can put your keywords here. Let's say, I remember I said at the beginning that the National Institute of Health, they are mostly concerned with research that is trying to advance human health. So if you are not if your research is not really health related, you might not find a lot of funded projects here. So human health, I'm going to use my field. Let's say I'm interested in the gut microbiome. That's kind of my field. Microbiome. You can use a lot of, you can do more than one keyword here. Nutrition, immunology or immunity. So what this will do is it will search gut and microbiome and nutrition and immunity. It will search projects that have some of those keywords. And again, there is a way you can, if you want to limit the project search to just the title or abstract, but I'll just leave everything as they are right now. So text search, and again you can filter. When you scroll down, you can filter by the project start date. So let's say I'm looking for people that are were recently funded by the NIH. So people that have start dates of August 1st. I think that's all I would advise that you just touch here. But you can always play around with whatever here. But let's just do a search. Now you see that it has given us a lot of projects in this field. Not a lot. That's all the projects. That's all the projects that have my keywords. So you can, this person is trying to dissect microbiota gut-brain interactions for the anti-seizure effects of ketogenic diet. So again, if you're interested in that, you click it, you read the abstract. So you can see all my keywords, right? Nutrition, immunity, gut microbiome. So this is really, is likely going to be related to what I want to learn or study. And you can see the public health relevant statements. You can use, you can use some of these ideas in your cover letter or when you are interviewing with this person. And now you can see the details of the professor, Elaine Xiao, the name of the university, UCLA, the department. So what you can do after seeing this information is to go to the department's web page and find out more information about the requirements. Then you construct a very good cover letter with the examples that I've given you to impress that professor And of course, you don't want to use the exact words he or she used in his grant, but your interest should be very much related to what's here, right? And this funding just started a few months ago, so they will likely be recruiting students, maybe PhD or master's students. Now, if you are interested in what I just, maybe this is your area of interest, you can see you have a number of about 10 or 20 different options. So before you email everyone here, you would be, I'm sure you will be getting good responses. Said people who get this kind of grants, because these are the biggest funders of research in the US, people who get this kind of grants would likely have more opportunities to get more grants from private organizations, NGOs. There are a lot of NGOs that fund grants as well. Maybe not at this scale of NSF and NIH, but people can still get grants from other places. But most of the time, what happens is people that get the biggest grants also have more opportunities to get the smaller grants as well. So good question. So again, advanced search, you put in your keywords. Can someone give me his keywords? Who is doing any health related? Let's do a keyword search for someone.
Cancer biology, the epigenetics.
Cancer biology, epigenetics. I'm just trying to see if it's gonna. This is a little broad, but let's see if it's gonna bring up. So again, let's start from August, right? August 1st, 2021. It's probably gonna bring up a lot. So functional contributions of glycogen metabolism to ovarian cancer metastasis. Now, you might not see all the keywords in the title, but if you click, I'm sure that there are a lot of the keywords in the abstract. That's why it's part of the. So you can see this is someone from Prof. Ernst. No, I think it's Langell. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce this. But this is University of Chicago. This person is from the University of Chicago. So you can go to the university and find out the admission requirements. Not just the university, but the department. I think we'll see the department somewhere. Yeah, so this person is from the department of, it's an OBGYN or something. School of Medicine and the University of Chicago. So if you read the abstract and you think this is interesting, it's something I would like to learn and contribute to, you can always package a very good email. Now, I wouldn't advise that you say when you want to introduce how you found the professor, I wouldn't advise that you say you've seen that she has current funding from the NIH. So no, okay, don't do that. Just say you followed our work. Maybe you mentioned one of our previous papers as well, and use that. Not that I've done a search on the NIH website and I saw that you have funded. So don't do it that way. Just do it the way that we have advised you do it in the videos describing emails to professors. So use some of their previous work to impress them. But because your interests would align now with this research, this specific research, your interest when you are describing what you'll be interested in now for your graduate school or even later, let it kind of align with what they are currently funded to do, which is this particular grant here. So there are a lot of key, you can see cancer epigenetics and nuclear dynamics research program. This is from Kathy Richard at Northwestern University at Chicago. So a lot of a lot. So if you're interested in this kind of research, you have a lot of options. All right, I think this will be useful for you guys. I hope this will be useful for you guys. But that's it. Any questions?